Hiya there. Just doing a quick entry to a competition. This is Captain Handlebars uh, competition for 100 subscribers. Well done for reaching 100 subscribers. Took me ages, and I seem to be struggling to get much further than that. But anyway, I don't care. 100, 122, whatever I've got at the moment, is more than enough, to be honest. But anyway, less about me, more about Captain Handlebar. I've only just discovered his channel because I was just flicking through Vinyl Professor's channels that he subscribed to, and I think he subscribed to you. I think that's where I came across it, and I just saw that you had a competition, and I thought I'd just join in the fun. So, top 5 soundtracks. I think I've shown these on various different videos, but I thought I'd just bring them together for a quick video. Right, so first one is, I just love this. The first one I'm going to do is the soundtrack to Betty Blue, 37.2 Degrees in the Morning. I'm not going to bother pronouncing it in French, by Gabriel Yared. This is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful, and I've loved this soundtrack for years and years. C'est le vent, Betty, makes me bawl. It makes me cry. Oh dear, wreck after I've listened to that. Absolutely ridiculous. The film was released, I think it was released in '87, I think it was. It's very still, and it starred the lovely Beatrice Dahl, who I just thought was, at the time, as so many other students, one of the sexiest women alive. She was just absolutely unbelievable in this film, and it's such a sad film. When I first saw it, went to see it at the cinema, and I think every single person left that cinema in tears. It was unbelievable. Anyway, so there's the first one. Next one. Brilliant film this was. Not many people, I don't think it's really, I think goes under the radar a bit now, I'm not sure. But anyway, soundtrack to River's Edge, which was a, who was the director? I've completely forgotten. But anyway, so this is, River's Edge is a great film. It starred, what's his face? Keanu. I think Keanu's in it. Yeah, Keanu's in it. Only Sky. Crispin Glover, who I think is a genius. Absolute nutcase, but he's so eccentric. He's brilliant. I love him. And Dennis Hopper's in this as well. The soundtrack there's a lot of thrash on here. There's 3 Slayer tracks from the early records. There's track by Hallows Eve, track by Fate's Warning, track by Agent Orange. Wipers are on it, and then just for a bit of light relief, you've got a Burning Spear track to round the thing off. But if you get a chance to see this film, do, because I think it's a great film, really good. Probably, would it be Keanu's best film? By a long way? Quite possibly. But anyway, there we go. River's Edge. Gotta stick this one in. Gotta stick Easy Rider in. Right, so I think this is a reissue. I bought this in the 80s. It's an 87 reissue on Castle. But so many good songs on this. Of course, you've got the Pusher, which just opens the film to just such a great opening track. Brilliant. Then you've got Born to Be Wild. Then you've got a version of The Wait, which I don't know if it's the same version. Maybe there were licensing problems, but I'm sure they used the band's version in the film. Maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't Born to Follow by the Byrds is great. If You Want to Be a Bird, which is where the 3 of the main characters, Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper again, and Jack Nicholson, great scene where them riding down the road on their bikes. Just great. Don't Bogart Me, If 6 Was 9 by the Hendrix Experience, Kyrie Ellison, Mardi Gras, which is great. It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding covered by Roger McGuinn, and then The Ballad of Easy Rider, which is also Roger McGuinn. So it's just a great soundtrack. Absolutely iconic soundtrack to an iconic film. Absolutely fantastic. Right, more metal. Well, more metal. Is a soundtrack to a rock documentary, The Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years. I wish I had a copy of this on DVD because it is a brilliant film. Just seeing members of Wasp just getting wasted by a pool, it's just hilarious. But there's a load of good tracks on here. You got Faster Pussycat, Motorhead, Armored Saint, Izzy Borden, with a version of Born to Be Wild. Another version of that, I've got loads of them. Megadeth, Queensryche, Metal Church, Rigor Mortis, Seduce, and also a really good version of Under My Wheels with by Alice Cooper, but with Axl Rose, Slash and Izzy. So that's a great soundtrack. There we go. There's the back of it. Pictures of the bands. Right, last one. Another sort of under the radar film. I loved it, and I've still got my copy on VHS because I don't think it's been released properly on DVD. I think they did it, but it was like a kind of a VHS rip or something. I'm not sure. It didn't look good. But it's this film, Dogs in Space. This film is about a punk band. I think it's in Melbourne. I'm not sure. Is it Melbourne? Yeah, Melbourne. Sort of around 78, 79. Intertwined with Bowie coming to Australia. But it's just great. Starring Michael Hutchence. In one of his only film roles, I think. Don't think did he do any others? I can't remember. But this has got some great tracks on it. It's got lots of bands that were actually around at the time in the late 70s in Melbourne, and what they've done is they've reformed for this and recorded versions of their old tracks. But you've got a couple of Iggy tracks on it, Dog Food and Endless Sea, which are both great. Then you've got Dogs in Space, which is by Michael Hutchence doing lead vocals. Then you've got Win Lose by Ollie Olsen. You've got Anthrax by Gang of Four. Sky Soar by Brian Eno. Really varied stuff because in the house where they live, you've got the punk bands and then you've got the hippies as well. So it's kind of like a merging of scenes really. The Marching Girls, you've got Shivers by the Boys Next Door, which is Nick Cave's first band, which is such a beautiful song. Shivers is such a beautiful song. Then you've got one of the worst band names I've ever seen or heard in my life, which is Thrush and the with Diseases. Then you've got Pumping Ugly Muscle by the Primitive Calculators. Golf Course, which is the band Dogs in Space fronted by Michael Hutchence. You've got a cover of Shivers by somebody else. And then you've got Michael Hutchence doing the big 80s stadium rock number at the end of the film called Room for the Memory. Great soundtrack. Love this. And a great film. Really underrated. Right, there you go. I hope that brought some new films to your attention. Well, one or two maybe. But there we go. My entry for Captain Handlebars 100 subscribers. Cheers, VC. See you later. Bye.